In this series, we're going to explore the individuals who led the Jewish people back to the land of Israel and were the founders, so to speak, of the Zionist movement. Many of these were very unlikely heroes. Many of these names you've heard of, like, let's say, Herzl, Begin, Ben Gurion, and we're going to do all those. There's some you might not have heard of, like Pinsker and Nordau and Lahavdil Moldover, and the Netziv, who you might be familiar with the Netziv, but might not be familiar with his role in the Zionist movement. Some of these personalities were revolutionaries, others were reluctant visionaries. But we are going to look into them and see how together they made what we know as the Zionist movement. Now, many people don't realize that in the very earliest stages of the Zionist movement, there were rabbis. The rabbis of Eastern Europe were very, very influential in getting this movement off the ground and really shaping the movement. Now, as we see the secularization of the movement take over, we'll understand why the rabbis at the beginning don't get much credit, but really they should get just as much, if not more credit, than the later, quote-unquote, founders who come in with a more secular mindset. And we'll see with their mindset why they really want to erase the fact, so to speak, that there were rabbis who were so influential at the beginning. I mean, the idea of Jews returning en masse to Eretz Israel and reclaiming sovereignty was really inconceivable at the beginning of the 19th century. We had a world, at least a European world, where Europe was carved into empires. We had the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which had been going for 500 years, and there was no reason to think that it wouldn't go for another 500 years. We had the Russian Empire, ruled by the Romanovs for the past 350 years. We had Prussia, which was not yet an empire, but it was soon to be coalesced into the German Empire under Bismarck. And then, of course, we had the Ottoman Empire, the crumbling Ottoman Empire, known for a long time already as the sick man in Europe. It was ruled from Istanbul, and they're the ones that held Eretz Israel, that held the land of Israel. Now, if you look at the situation, you would think that these empires were going to go on forever, and therefore, there's, how would the idea of Jews leaving these empires and going back to the land of Israel, how would that ever happen?